Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Chris, and this is Good Enough Gaming. Howdy everybody, and welcome back to the kingdom for our Age of Fantasy Skirmish game today. After a long pause / sabbatical, Josh has returned.
Hello.
Like MacArthur.
MacArthur,
Like
yes.
MacArthur, he has returned.
I have, like the Jedi, I have returned.
Oh, that one's better.
There you go.
Okay, so we are going to be playing a 250
History nerd,
point...
folks. History nerd.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's all I know. 250 point game of Age of Fantasy. It looks like we are going to have Havoc versus Ogres.
Yeah, Havoc War Clan.
Havoc War Clan
My Barbarians.
versus Ogres. So,
yes.
Here's the board we're going to be fighting over. Let's go over the mission and the objectives. So, rough scenario here that the Ogres have obviously conquered some small village and have set up camp. You can see their very eclectic taste in, housing. We got a ruin of a hut here. We got some old school huts, and then
we killed Liberace.
Well, yeah,
and took his.
We killed some kind of caravan trader and stole his tent.
Liberace in the Colorado Rockies over there. I like it.
And what happened to Liberace? Well, he's getting cooked.
Those two huts, just if I could real quick, I want to make sure they emphasis these two huts. I love these huts. Just these two right here.
He loves them. We've talked about why. We will say no more so I don't get demonetized. But we've got this hut on the edge of the forest, and yet there is something about this stone over here. I mean, rocks don't normally form like that. And not only do we have this curious rock formation, but there are these strange crystals that have cropped up around it, and they have even begun sprouting throughout the board. So the objective here, the scenario, is that both armies are going to be trying to claim these new sprouting crystals here to figure out what it is they do, because they seem to be, as Josh put it, pulsating.
Pulsating.
With power.
When you're, pulsating crystals, that's an issue.
That is an issue. So that's what we're fighting over. 3 of them. One here in the Orc Village, one there just a bit to the side of the entire little crystal garden there, and then another one is sprouting up in the forest. So that's what we're going to be fighting over. Units, when they pass over, pick it up, and they carry it until they are shaken or killed, at which point they drop it. At the end of the game, whoever's holding 2 of them is going to win. And for our secondary objective, the most expensive model in either unit has to be killed. So it's like assassinate the elite. So
how much we spent on it, or how much it's
point value?
Oh, okay,
yeah,
point value.
Point value. Yeah, not how much money.
I spent $20 on this ogre. I win.
I 3D printed. Everything's like 50 cents a model.
Sweet, I win.
I went to GW. This goblin's worth $50.
Some of my GW stuff. Yay, I win.
A couple other things. Since we're doing Skirmish, to try and mix things up a little bit, we are going to be using all of the extra actions. So assault, last stand, hunker down, stealth move, all of that stuff, to try and make the game a little more complicated, because otherwise it just feels like really, really scaled back regular OPR. Or maybe that's just me. We are also going to try out using random events and battlefield conditions. Again, since we have a small model count, these games usually go pretty fast. We want to add some stuff to maybe make them a little bit more exciting, a little more dynamic. So we rolled up for the battlefield conditions, and we got Deadly Vortex. So the official rule is whenever a unit is activated, roll a die, and on a 1, it takes D3 automatic wounds. So to kind of weave that into the narrative, we're saying it's these crystals. There's something strange about them. They're incredibly powerful, but they're also dangerous. So as they are pulsating, as Josh is so fond of saying, they're actually causing damage. Like the army's being too close to them, they're starting to go mad. And so maybe that's why they're collecting these crystals, to either study them, to destroy them, or to throw them in the enemy camp and let them go crazy. Yeet. Yeet. So that's what we're doing for the battlefield conditions. And then at the beginning of every round, we'll roll a dice. On a 5+, there will be some kind of random event. It could be a change in the terrain. It could be a benefit to one of the armies. It could be a penalty. Who knows? Yeah. But if we remember, I know we tried this before, and by turn 4, we went, hey, we forgot to roll for this.
Well, I like battlefield conditions. Billy Madison taught me as a child, condition is better.
And that's what we've missed for the last 3 or 4 weeks. All right, folks, let's move on to some armies. All right, so here are the Ogres. In the middle, holding the tall spear there, that is going to be a champion. And he almost had to be just stock, because if you give him too many upgrades, he breaks the rule of 1 unit costing too many points. I was able, however, to give him Hunter, which gives him the special rule Takedown. So once per game in combat, I get an extra attack against 1 model at quality 2 and deadly 3. So it's a character assassinate type rule. So we'll see if he can pull that off. To the right of him, we have 1 shooter, just stock. He's got his heavy cannon there, and he also bludgeons you with it in combat. To the left of the champion there, the guy with the bear trap in his hands, that is an Iron Warrior. So he has Stone Bones, which means he reduces AP of everything by 1. And I also gave him Sergeant, so that he'll be hitting on +1. So he's a quality 3, defense 3. And then the last guy on the far left there, that is just a typical warrior. I did have a few points left over, so I upgraded him to a dual heavy hand weapon. So he's got the sword in one hand and the little fist, the spike metal fist in the other hand. And that is 250 points on the button of Ogres.
So here's what I'm running today. I'm actually running this as a Havoc War Clan. I can't remember how I ran it before, but this is actually supposed to be like the Dark Oath equivalent for these. So I'm trying something a little bit different. We got the leader character in the front here. He's carrying a heavy blade weapon. He's got Furious. He's also got Hit and Run, which I was curious to see how that's going to work in the game. So I'm curious about that.
Okay, so he'll hit something.
And then he'll run.
That's my guess.
Yeah. He'll pull a Halle Berry. Google it.
Oh, dang.
Sorry. Savage. Next to him, this is called a companion, but I'm actually listing her as a witch. She has pretty stock, except I gave her Firebomb, which does give her a range attack. She's the only one with a ranged attack. She is also a medic, so everyone within 12 inches gets regen. So again,
so I should kill her.
I love my regen, yes. Which I understand, yes. With you having a ranged weapon, I'm like, okay, that puts a big target on her. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Toughness 3, toughness 3. Flanked here, we've got a squad of 3 barbarian ladies, and then over here we've got a squad of 3 barbarian dudes. They're going the same. They're all carrying heavy halberds. Which is attack 2, rending at AP 1. And they also have fast.
Oh.
So they are fast. Now, the squad in the middle, hand weapons, which is still 6, and they have fast as well. So basically, all 3 of the units are, they're doing 6 dice rolls each. These 2 are getting rending in AP 1. The one in the middle, it's just a standard attack 1.
And they're quick.
All of these are quick. Conan and the Witch are standard, but the rest have fast, yes.
Okay, well, at least my guys aren't slow, but you're going to be darting all over the place.
That was kind of my goal.
It's kind of cinematic that the big, lumbering creatures can't move fast and you have to rely on speed. All right, so we've got some pretty brutal armies.
Was close. What I've had success with in the past with your guys is, because I'm all melee, if I can close the gap, That's what the issue is. It's always closing that gap.
We learned that in the High Elves versus
Yep.
these guys game. And
If I don't have monsters to block, if I can get to you quickly, I can do damage. And they're all hitting on 5s. So again, I went with weapons that would give me more dice to roll.
weight of
hopefully.
dice when you have poor quality. Okay, good. So we literally have quantity and quality of the sort. I'm not trying to say these guys aren't.
No. But I absolutely.
All right. All right, after deployment, we rolled up flank assault. So each of us has a tiny rectangle in the corner. So here we have the Havoc Barbarians. And obviously, if it's the crystals that are causing the mental distress and agony, they don't care. So you can see them. They're just putting their best foot forward.
Yep.
And then the Ogres are taking a slightly more defensive approach, hiding behind some trees here. They think they're going to ambush you. Okay, Josh, would you like to roll and see if on turn 1 we have a random event?
A random event. Okay, and what do I need to roll?
It says the beginning of each round.
Each round?
On a 5+.
5+.
Event. That's a 1. So, stay of execution. First round is just usual fighting.
Yay.
And away we go. Ogres move first. So at the end of turn 1,
I quit.
Josh quits. The battlefield condition, which was that
pulsating
mystical fog.
Yeah.
So every unit had to roll a dice when it activated, and on a 1, it took D3 wounds. Each of us rolled it on half of our armies. So over here, the ogre in the back here took 2 damage from it. The shooter took 2 damage from it, so they're each on 1 left. Yep. And then over here, Josh lost one of his models in this squad, lost one of his models in this squad, and that was it?
No, this squad here lost 2.
Oh, and this squad lost 2? I thought that was a character.
Nope.
So, wow.
It was a character. No, she was a squad of 3.
So, this could be a very short game, but
squad of
very
3.
cinematic. See, at this point, my army would be like, you know what, these crystals aren't working. Let's just back up, let these guys take them, they'll die, and then we'll take them back.
Well, like I told you, I think at this point, because it is radiation, my gut tells me that somebody at the end is just going to be a melted puddle of goo going, we won. dude from RoboCop.
Yep. Okay, moving on to turn 2. Ogres go first. Random event. That's a 5.
Yay.
We're getting a random event. So
Good.
roll a D3 and a D6.
Sweet.
Just here in the middle, I got you.
D3.
That's a 4. So 2 and 3. 23, Bounty Hunter. Place a Bounty Hunter on the highest piece of terrain with the most line of sight. Select a random unit, and at the end of each round, if it's in line of sight, the unit gets 1 automatic hit. So we place a sniper that starts picking off 1 random unit. This game is going to be...
Like a fantasy Boba Fett? What do we have going on here?
I guess so. We'll come
I
back.
just don't like anybody. I'm just killing for fun out here.
We'll get that set up and come back. So somehow, in the midst of a frozen tundra, a desert archer from the undead, the mummified undead, has popped up, and he's going to start shooting himself some models.
This game is so chaotic.
And
I was
then-
like, this is just going to be a simple skirmish game. No,
His
Chris has all
target-
sorts of stuff going on.
His target is my champion. So for the rest of the game, every round, if the champion is in line of sight of that archer, he takes a hit. Now, it's just a hit, so I can
it's
save.
not random every turn. It's literally, he's like, that's a guy I want to take on.
Because it's a bounty hunter, so he's going after the one.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of each round.
So
this will be, I have this round to get that guy
Gotcha.
out of line of sight.
So
when
he
gets
really is a
shot.
bounty hunter. He's not Charles Whitman. He's just a bounty hunter.
He's dog.
He's like, I just don't like any of you.
But before he kills me, he'll give me a 30-second lecture on how to improve my life. That's sure to divert me from the error of my ways. Okay, well, moving on to Ogres, turn 2. So at the start of turn 2, when I said this is going to be a quick game, I was not kidding. I rolled for the Mystical Fog. There's my 1. And it was, I'd activated my Cannoneer.
I should just change it to.
And he only had 1 wound left. So basically, he took aim, but the cannon exploded and took him out. So my first activation was to lose one of my guys. Let's see what this happens over to the Barbarians.
So when you woke up this morning and you're like, I'm going to play Skirmish with Josh, I know where this should be set. Chernobyl. Like, you were just like, We'll just make it extra.
Actually,
fun
what I
for
said is I
everybody.
don't actually want to play a game today. I want to set a game up and let the special rules kill off all the
Spend
models.
all that time setting up and be like, God.
Now, you guys couldn't see the motions that went with that sound effect, but all right, over to the Barbarians.
Oh, Lord. All
well,
right.
you know what? Yeah, it's,
I already know
it's
what I'm gonna do.
embarrassing how many of these we're rolling. But,
I know. Let's
okay,
see.
roll for him.
I already know who I'm going to move if I get to move her. Let's
you gonna
see.
move?
The girl.
And look
Son of
at
a biscuit. You serious? Yes. Well, there goes a squad.
Oh, this might have to be a doubleheader.
I'm just exciting. Yeah, we'll have to do a doubleheader.
I'm having flashbacks to a certain game of Ninja Turtles versus Grey Knights.
Yeah. Well, but this time we're all dying, which is
Okay, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate my champion here. Does his head explode? Sure does. Sure does.
sorry. Oh, jeez.
How many wounds does he take?
God.
Just one.
Just one.
But he's going to run
Wow.
and collect that, and he is now out of sight of the archer, so he will not get that auto hit. And I'm within range of an objective, but oh my goodness, we are fighting in Chernobyl.
You can have it. Oh, I did. I don't know if you mentioned already. I did pick up that crystal. That's actually with us now. I'm picking it up.
So right now, Josh is in the lead point wise,
God.
but all of us are failing at life.
When nature tables you.
All right, do you know who you want to activate?
I mean, sure, why not?
Wait, roll that dice,
go
man.
for
Let's
it.
see if
Oh
we can
yeah,
get
I got
three
to.
Three in a row.
I'm hoping this squad can move over and pick up a crystal. 'cause this is
Unless-
sad.
Yay, they make
Sheesh.
it.
All right. So what they're going to do is they're just going to come right to the crystal so they can collect it.
Okay.
They're not going through. They're not going around. They're not doing any of that sort of stuff.
All right, back over to the
my
ogres. So turn 2. No more melt rolls were made. Everyone actually got to activate. The ogres have moved forward, positioning themselves to try and run in and seize these crystals. The barbarians also. Everyone's just kind of hesitant because they're not sure what's more dangerous, the enemy or the landscape. And the
Well, the only thing we know so far is that the landscape's dangerous because we haven't even
gotten to combat. And then my hero back here, because he is out of line of sight from the archer, I do not have to take an automatic hit.
Yep.
But the barbarians still outnumber me, so they activated last. So the start of turn 3, it's ogres.
And those of you that are playing along at home, if you haven't commented already, yes, I did forget my regen off of my witch on that first set of rules, which probably would have saved me a little bit of heartache, but that was my mistake, so I will take the lumps as they come.
Yeah, you learn the hard way.
I learned the hard way.
Okay, now, do you want to roll for a random event on turn 3?
Sure.
5+. No. So the only thing we have is the archer continues to try and kill my champion. So this guy, seeing he's not long for this world, he's only got 1 wound left. He actually passed his Chernobyl check
There you go.
and has gone charging in. I don't know if he's going to be able to steal that crystal. We'll see. So we got 4 attacks coming in. He's a quality 4, so he should be able to pull this off. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Hit AP1.
AP1. Oh, man, so I'm defending on 6s. Yikes. Nope. Regen.
2. Oh, you got regen.
No.
Oh, okay, now
None
roll
of my dice like me today.
to see if they're knocked out.
Okay.
And we should have been doing that for the guys that are killed. There's a possibility.
Yep.
We'll go back and fix that.
1 on 1 for
5
quality,
or 6.
right? On
Nope,
5 or 6.
this is wound versus death. So they are, one of them's dead. Which one do you want to keep on?
We'll keep that guy in the front on.
And then the other one is shaken.
Okay,
So
so-
you can knock him down. Yep. And then we'll
he
roll
does,
for the...
If he's shaken, he does drop his
yes.
thing. Yeah.
So we'll roll for those two. We're so used to playing the regular OPR.
Yeah.
So we'll go back and roll and see if the two that, brain busted, if they're actually dead or if they're just knocked out. So we'll come back with that. Okay, so that did pretty much what I was hoping. I walked in, chopped up two of them, although didn't quite get the roll to completely obliterate them. However, Josh is shaken. He drops the crystal. I'm currently holding it, which means Josh is going to have to at least charge in someone to contest. Yes. We also rolled for the squads that melted, and both of them, both the last member of the squad over here and my cannoneer, they are shaken. They're not dead, but they might as well be. All right, Conan's activated. Roll for his brain buster. That's good. That's facing. Okay. No, that's facing.
Okay, facing. All right, so Conan's going to rush in.
Conan's rushing?
Yeah, Conan's rushing.
Oh, okay.
So he's got 4. Hitting on quality 4s. He's got Furious, as well as, if these go off, AP2 and Rending.
Oh, dang. So 6s are awful.
Yes.
So don't roll any.
I haven't rolled any so far this entire game. I've been noting.
And the trend continues.
And
what's his quality,
continues. 4.
Oh, so one hit, but AP2.
AP2, yep.
I need a 6. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that. So I've been hearing those of you who say my dice are terrible because they're hard to read. Not because, well, I mean, the bad dice rolling. That's
right,
a given.
yeah.
But that my dice are hard to read. I hear you. It's just I have so many of these really cool dice that match armies, and I never get to use them. So,
but we can't see them, Chris.
We can't see them. So these
How
are
do we know you're calling it correctly?
These were a Father's Day gift from my wife.
Aww.
So she got me a new set of dice. Hopefully you guys can see these a little bit better. And if they roll like that, I'm happy. Although these same dice rolled a bunch of 1s and killed my guys.
Yep.
So I'm going to hit you back.
Lord, take it. Wait, he was already down to... Oh, no, he's down to 1 now.
6s. Got 1.
Nice.
1 at AP1.
5.
Oh, so we're both just a saving fools.
Yes. Now, were you already at 1, or did I knock you down to 1?
No, I was at 1. So it's a push. So you go ahead and back up, but you are now contesting that objective. Nobody is holding it. Ooh, attracted to him. All right. Well, I mean, why not? So we'll have
charge.
Yep. The Iron Guts or whatever.
Got to roll on him first,
the Iron Warrior. He's gonna go. Oh, I do. Here we go, folks. Oh, that's close, but it works. All right, so charging in. What does he have here? He has a great weapon. 3 attacks, AP2, hitting on 3s.
Nice.
It's a great weapon.
That is a great weapon. Not like that.
Okay, everything I said about those dice rolling well, I'll take it back.
So do I get to hit you back on 6s?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll take it. Let's see.
What did I do?
Don't worry about it. I haven't done 6s all damn game. Seriously. No 6s. I haven't gotten above a 4 on the dice so far.
This radioactive area is not only melting our players, it's frying our dice.
No joke. I seriously have not. I've been paying attention. I haven't done anything significant above a 4 since we started rolling.
This is just the weirdest dice roll game I think I've ever recorded.
Yep.
So neither of us do anything. No one has fear.
You pushed back.
So I pushed back, and unfortunately, I'm no longer in range. Well, that's more than an inch, but I don't think I'm in range. We'll measure that. All right, so the sorceress has passed her Chernobyl test and is going to throw a fireball at my Iron Warrior.
5. I've gotten 1 5 so far. No.
Hey, at least that wasn't for your brain buster test.
Yep.
Okay, we literally are taking more damage from the environment than each other.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Let me just say that backwards. Wow.
It's, like I said, I don't know what is going on with our dice, but it's odd that it's 1, 2, 3s, couple of 4s, and then, like I said, I've only had 1 5.
Yours are out of practice.
They're definitely out of practice. I haven't used.
I guess mine are just angry. New dice syndrome. They don't feel comfortable.
No.
I don't know.
Technically, mine are new dice if they've never been on the table before.
Okay. Well, we're going to try something here. I'm going to use one of my new. We'll stand this guy up, and we'll use the activation. Oh, what is it called? Where I can recover from shaken, but I am also because you're not going to charge me. So
last stand.
No, last stand is if I actually want to activate.
Yeah.
This one is called Hunker Down. So he's standing up, but he's crouching. So if you try to throw anything from your witch, it's -2 to hit him.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're within charge range.
No. Nope.
Okay, so that's my activation. Back over to you.
Okay, I already know what I'm going to do if we want to speed things up a little bit.
I activated him without rolling for his...
Oh, so silly.
He's okay.
I'm gonna see if I can stand him up.
Unless he melts on the ground.
Right.
No! He's good.
He's whoop.
But he is shaken. So do you want to do... It might be an idea for him to do defensive stance. So you recover from shaken, and now you're -2 to hit in melee.
Sure, yeah. We'll do that.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Okay.
When does he recover enough that I can actually...
Next turn. He's
battle.
now back to
Yeah,
normal.
yeah, okay.
Yep. But if I charge him...
Gotcha. Sounds good.
The only unit I have left is my champion. Oh, I forgot to roll for him. He's okay. So
Your dice are warming up.
He has left the cover of the forest, but managed to have enough energy to bound over that fence. And he is now behind the cook pot, which is, again, blocking him from that archer and putting him in a position to threaten you.
I already know what I want to do if that helps.
Go for it.
Let's see.
What are you going to do?
Well, the two of them are going to charge if
they don't explode.
If they don't explode.
They don't explode. 2 crystal holders.
They take a quick minute before they fight. They're like, hey, are you feeling okay? Like, we're not. It's like, no, not really. Okay, great.
They're walking towards each other. One has an eyeball hanging out. The other's face is half melted. He's like, you look terrible.
Swords dragging behind them like, ugh. They're just the standard fighter. So they got 4. It's just an attack 1. So on 5s, they're hitting. 1 hit.
1 hit. Any AP?
No AP.
Okay, I am a defense 4? Not
like that.
good enough. So I am down to 5.
I thought he was another 3. I thought you said everybody was 3.
I thought he was, but no, champion, so he's 6.
Well, how convenient.
I'm going to hit you back. So I have 1 heavy hand.
How is it my champion, my highest ranking dude, comes in at 3?
I'm an ogre.
You are an ogre, that's true.
I mean, the base guys have 3.
They big.
If the champion has 3, he's not that special. All right, so he's only quality 4, though. So hitting you on 4s, 4 attacks, AP 1. 2.
AP 1, you said?
2 AP 1.
5 up, but you said AP 1, so
Yes.
6s. No.
Regen?
Yeah, move down to 12. 1.
1 makes it.
1 dead.
So you lose No, we tie.
We tie.
We each
So
do
push?
1. So yep, push. That's it for me. So if you have any...
The only other thing I have is her, and she's just going to stand back up.
Roll for her brain.
Yep.
It's okay.
There's a 6. There's a 6, everybody. I got a 6.
Josh finally had 6.
I finally had 6.
Doesn't matter. Had 6.
Woohoo!
All right, what's she going to do? Just stand up?
Desperate 6.
Defensive stance again?
Yeah, defensive stance. Might as well. Well, that ends the turn, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, let me double check until its next activation.
Okay, so
So
defensive
it
stance
crosses
holds.
over the turn. Yeah, it crosses through turns.
That's good.
So at the end of turn 3...
How many do we do? 5? 4?
Yeah, we roll
5.
4, and then we roll to see if there's more. So at least things have gotten moving a bit. This crystal is contested. Those
1
are
and
each
1.
held, but we finally got some battle going on. We have people melting left and right. Finally, we got ourselves a good game, and our dice are totally bipolar. Do you want to roll us for our next round? Is there some kind of random event?
Yeet.
No. All is still quiet.
Not that we don't need more stuff going on.
So at the start of turn 4, which potentially could be the final turn, ogres get to go first. This guy is still holding on to life with his 1 wound, so we might as well try and make something of it. He will charge Conan.
I was about to say Conan's in the front.
He's going to charge Conan.
Okay.
Whoop. So here we go. He has... Oh, this is his brain buster test. And he's dead.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
You want to roll a dice to see if he dies or if he's just knocked out? That's a 5. He gone.
Wow.
So my plan is going just swimmingly. So you lucky duck. So I got the chance to go first.
Lucky duck, quack.
Lucky duck quack. I got to go first and killed my own guy.
There you go.
So, yeah, wonderful. Do you know what you want to do?
Yeah, Conan. I think Conan's going to go right for the other
his
guy
test.
sitting
Maybe
right
he'll
there.
get lucky like I did.
Yeah, well, he's got 3 health and he hasn't gotten pinged yet, so I'm hoping for frick.
You said it. He hasn't gotten pinged yet.
He hasn't gotten pinged yet.
Roll him, D3. Just one. Just one.
All right.
Nothing serious.
He's down to 2, so but he can charge you.
Yes, he can. Okay.
All right.
Hit me.
4 dice coming at you.
And do recall they are -1 AP.
Yes. Yep. Well, I'm hoping for 6s. I'll get arrogant. I don't care.
Josh enjoyed that last time. He wants to have 6 again.
I got 6 again. When charging, unmodified rolls of 6. Yeah. Because I got furious and rending. All right, let's see what we got here. Hitting on 4s. There we go.
Okay, so
3 hits. Right?
So 2 regular. What's his normal AP?
AP to 2, so it's AP
Drops
1.
to 1.
Yeah.
I have a save of
Clear out for him.
defense 3, so it goes up to 4. So here's the 2 regulars on 4s. Save 1, so I take 1 damage. And then the defense 4 for the Ren goes down to a 3, so I need 6s anyways. No, so 2 damage to me.
2 damage.
Which drops him down to 1.
Tag
now,
me back.
I can hit you back. 3 attacks at AP 2. I've got to at least hit with 2 to cause a tie.
Yep.
Oh, but that would kill you.
It would kill me, yes.
Come on, do your job. That's 3 hits.
3 hits.
AP 2.
So 6s. I need 6s, but I also have regen.
I hate regen.
I know.
I hate regen so much.
Ooh.
Oh, save 1.
Oh, save 1. I just need...
Do that again, and,
Let's see.
and you'll give me the big middle
Dice
finger.
are warming up a little bit. Let's see.
Oh!
Only 1 goes through?
I did not destroy you.
So bounce
I
yourself.
back up,
Bounce
which
yourself.
unfortunately means you now are holding that crystal.
I am.
Darn you! We'll activate Brainbuster over here. He is down to...
I'm alive!
I forgot to put that back. Does he die? No, he doesn't. Okay, so we activated the Cannoneer. He did not fail his Chernobyl check. And although it's a tempting target to go after this guy over here, Conan is way more of a threat. So we are going to use his cannon to shoot at Conan. The Conan cannon. Cannon into Conan. Hitting you on 4s. But it's AP 1. Just 1, but that's all I need. Whoop.
AP 1, so 5.
5s. Oh, regen.
All right, regen. No. He did.
Okay. Well, he's knocked out. Let me see if I actually kill him.
On a 5 or 6,
5
right?
or 6. He's
He
dead.
dead.
Conan is dead.
Yoink.
The scales are again balanced.
Well, I mean, we're actually doing a lot more seesawing than we usually do.
Yes, very much so.
It's nice.
Back over to you. I only have 1 model left, so who do you want to activate?
I'm going to activate the one lone dude holding a crystal.
Roll his brain check next to him.
Oh, next to him, yeah.
Yeah, just so we can have it all in one shot. He's good.
Nope,
He's going to charge me?
No.
No? Oh, he's got the crystal. That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, you have 5 health left. I'm a lone dude. I think I'm going to not do that.
Book it.
So we're going to book it way over here.
But I wanted to play.
Well, I mean, you can take a swat at the witch because she's got my regen. Yeah.
So it's champion's activation. Let's see if his head blows up. It does not. He is going to charge into the witch.
Nice.
I am going to use my hunter takedown. So just to make sure I get it once per game, when this model attacks, you may pick 1 model in the unit, make 1 attack quality 2, AP 1, deadly 3 on top of my regular attacks.
Okay.
So let's start with just that hunter one.
Okay.
So hit me on a 2. All right, AP 1, deadly 3.
Her defense is 5.
So 6.
6? No.
No.
And then I got regen, right?
There, so we can see. Well, that is your regen. So you save 1, so she takes 2 damage.
2 damage, so she's down to 1.
And then I have my regular attacks with my heavy weapon.
Yep.
2 hits. These are AP 1.
6s.
Ooh.
Save 1. Regen. No,
Oh,
she did.
Well, she's down.
She's down.
Is she out?
5 or 6.
She is out.
She's done. Regen is gone.
Okay, that was a huge
That was big.
win
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
I think that's
I will then use my 3 to try and consolidate back, but I think I'm still.
I thought he was toughness 3, so that's why I was like.
Yeah,
I went too gung ho on him.
He can be seen.
Yeah. So you got to do
So
the
I'm
archer.
going to start getting shot at.
I can move her. But
They move 16, don't they?
They move 16, so she was within charge
she's
distance.
definitely within charge distance.
Yeah, so she's coming over here.
See if her head melts.
Yeah.
No.
Hitting on 5s. No.
No. I'm hitting you back. 2 attacks, AP nothing. On 4s. 1 hit.
1 hit. AP what? Okay, so just 5.
Oh, and he
Save.
makes it. So it's a push.
Yes.
And then it's over to you again. I don't have any more. You kind of have to stay there if you want to hold that crystal. Unless you think you can charge in, kill him, and then consolidate back.
That's what I'm going to try. At this point, that's all I have to do because this one's going to be charging in no matter what.
Right.
So if I don't take something out, I'm left with all 3 of my guys only have 1 hit left. So I've basically got glass.
It's a sound plan.
2 hits. The good news is I don't have to look at 5s. 6s make me happy. He has rending.
So that's a rend.
Rend, yes. So he
I
has
need a
rending.
6.
AP 1.
I need a 6 no matter what.
Yeah.
No, so you got me. Roll a dice to see.
He's already been down. No, he hasn't been down at all.
No.
So, but a 5 or a 6.
Oh,
Wow. That looked like it was going 1. So
okay. That guy's
now
supposed to
I
be
get to
super
consolidate,
tough.
right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
just
so
like you
consolidate.
said.
That'll work.
Yikes. Okay, so at end of round 4. Oh, and then go ahead and well, no, it's an automatic hit. I just have to roll to save.
Yep.
So a 4+ on my hero. No. So he takes another wound. I'll move the dice there. Okay. So at the end of round 4, Josh is in the lead holding 2 of those crystals.
Yes.
But I have killed your most expensive unit. So we're
That's
actually
a point. 2-2.
tied.
Yep.
2-2. Turn 4, Josh. Roll a dice to see if we go on. We do.
Turn 5.
On to turn 5. All right, pretty simple. I only have 2 models to work with. The champion is going to activate and try and charge in and get him to drop that. Does he brain bust? No, he doesn't. And then he is going to punch you in the face.
Yep.
So that is 4 at AP 1. Just 1.
1, 6 to save. No regen.
Oh, he makes
I'll take
it.
Hitting you back.
So you have a Hail Mary and it goes off. I try a more steady thing and it fails.
Yep. Hitting you back on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now, does he have... No, he was the lesser unit. So there's no AP, no nothing on him. He's
But it's still just 2 hits.
2 hits.
Still, 4s. I fail them both. I lose combat. Well, I don't lose combat, but I'm down to 2.
Yes.
That was pathetic.
Yep. I'm going to brain bust. I'm going to go for her,
Yep.
brain bust, see if I can get in to do that kill shot one last time.
Yep.
All right, she gets in there.
Oh boy.
So 2, she's the one, this is where the rending comes in. So 2, 5 up, 6 makes me happy. Nope.
Nothing. 2 attacks.
Yep. 1 hit.
1 hit.
AP,
Nothing.
nothing. Okay, so 5 up to save. No.
And then is she dead?
She's already been down once, so
She's still just knocked down.
Well, no, 4, 5, 6, right?
Oh,
yeah.
a 1.
Yeah.
So she's stunned or shaken again. Okay, well, let me activate my only other model. Let me see if he brain busts. He does not. So he is going to, you know what, getting you to drop is good enough. So.
Yeah, because I can't, the point's not there if I drop.
Yep. Hitting you on 4s. 2 hits.
2 hits.
At AP 1.
2 hits, AP 1. Okay. So 2 at 5. Oh, no, 2 at 6. Yeah, I can't do it.
So
he's already been down once, so 4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6.
2.
That's a 2.
So
he's just
down.
stunned.
But he's dropped it.
Yep.
So
now over to you. If your guy can take out my... It's unlikely. Does he get 2 attacks?
He gets 2 attacks, but there's nothing special on him. The only logical thing is to turn and try to fight.
Okay.
Because you're hitting back on 6s. But, I mean, chances are what I'm going to do is not.
Because you've already fought 2.
Yeah.
So 6s on 6s.
Yep. No.
Nothing. And then I hit back with 3. 1. AP 1.
So 6. No. And then he's going to drop his crystal too.
So that's his last wound?
Yep.
Let's see.
Well,
Is he
because
dead?
he's
dead.
He's a single guy, yeah, so he's done.
He is dead. So
That's
he drops it.
That's the game.
Okay.
So, yeah, literally the score is 2-0 because you took out my hero.
I took out your hero.
My most
I'm
expensive
holding.
guy.
Yeah.
You're holding 1, so that's 2 points for you. I have nothing because I dropped both mine.
So this was, without a doubt, the most back and forth change on a dime. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Yep.
So wow.
It literally swung back and forth multiple times, and I was usually even with skirmish especially, I feel like by turn 2 we're sort of like we can kind of see where this is going.
What did you think of the random events? We
didn't really have any random events.
No, we had the sniper.
Oh, we had the sniper, yeah.
And then the Chernobyl effect.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the Chernobyl effect, only because
dice were crap.
And I mean, I think throwing you off a little bit to worry about combat, like throwing you off a little bit to give you something else to think about, like an archer, like a sniper is one thing, but throwing you off so much that literally entire units are being obliterated or you're not even able to see what you're going to be able to do. I think it took a little too much, but that's just me.
So I wonder if...
It was good. I mean, but again, it was because of crappy dice.
Here's me thinking out loud, because that's the same wording for that rule as exists in full Age of Fantasy. I wonder if for Skirmish, if they just reduced it to 1 hit, not D3, just 1.
Yeah.
So that way, I take a wound, you lose 1 model. It's not this, you lose an entire squad, I lose an entire ogre.
Yeah, that would be a little bit better because I think that would add a little bit more. That would be an environmental element I could get behind. This was tough because, well, as you saw in the video, like we were losing entire guys and entire units
before we even met.
And to me, that's not really playing the game. That's more just sort of like, yeah. And I think I told you off screen with the narrative, I was like, who would have actually stuck around?
Yeah. Like, you see someone pick up a crystal and then their head explodes and you're like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah. If you watch somebody walk into a minefield and one blows up, you're probably going to be like, do I really need what's in there? Like, is there really something important in there?
So that was a quick one.
That was interesting.
Quickie.
It was a quickie.
But
satisfying. Quickie, but it was a quickie, but
satisfying. No, I think I like with the Skirmish adding in those extra elements.
I do too. I like adding elements.
I think with the big games, it could get a bit cumbersome, but I think when we do future Skirmish,
case in point, we keep forgetting in the big games
because we got so much else to worry about.
Yeah, I do like the cards though in the big game, but I think for Skirmish, I like that rule. I just wish it was a little more. I wish it was just a little bit, instead of like, oh man, I can obliterate a whole unit. I'm like, that's heavy. That's heavy when you're doing Skirmish.
So let me know what you guys think. Any of you who have tried the extra actions, the environmental hazards, the random events, what's it been like for you guys? Did it work? Was it kind of a nothing burger? Let me know. In the meantime, and until next time, keep your dice on the table. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's good enough.